Hej, välkomna tillbaka till min kanal Spelet. Idag fortsätter vi med Breathedge avsnitt 3 och hoppas på att det blir mindre problem idag. Det första som kommer hända säkert om typ 2 minuter är att det fryser till och inspelningen dör. Och jag vet fortfarande inte varför det händer. New task. Engineering spacesuit. Roll fabric 2 och 2 aluminium. Ta lite bilder på det här för jag behöver lite bättre gear. 4. Sen. De börjar vi med. Vi börjar med 4 refined metal. Så metal börjar vi med. Resource. Vi byter ut den här. Den roll fabric aluminium 2. Eller vi hämtar aluminium och roll fabric. Det kan. Roll fabric och aluminium. Very. Nu har vi två roll fabric. Så har vi suten som du vill ha gubbe. Den här verkar inte vara bra för dig. Två stycken roll fabric och du börjar fabric. Dun. Fyra stycken jag bör få sig till. Jag kan göra en royal fabric. Hur många platser tar du upp? En eller två? Två. Stänger bort batteri och lampa. Och så hämtar vi 4 stycken. Till fabric fixar vi. Så har vi engineering spacesuit. Vänta. Jag verkligen engineering. Kanske. Vi har 4 sådana. Okej, då gör vi som huvudplan. Byter upp dig, prio 1. Sen kollar vi vad nästa grej kräver. Jag kommer behöva sådana. Jag ska man kunna fixa dig. Men du trasig. Electro... Okej. Så den och den. Jag vet, jag kommer ångra det där. Mycket av varje bara. Composter 2. Generator 2. Alkalite. Okej, så den har jag. 2 till behöver jag. Refine metal och 2 alkalite. Det fixar vi så. Gravel behöver vi. Alkalite. En massa metal. Så 2 alkalite och metal. Metal resurser. Jag måste. Så ska vi bygga den suiten. I need somewhere to place stuff. Jag tar en paus med att jag kör igenom mycket av det här. Jag tror inte det kommer vara så roligt för er att titta på när jag försöker i man crafta saker i 10 timmar. Så be right back.
What a strange place, but maybe we can find something useful here. There's an engineering shuttle ahead. I wonder how you find everything so quickly. Is it because of my hints? That's a familiar way of repairing things. Did you study the same manual as well? It's unlikely that it will fly with a broken engine, but the design of the steering wheel is quite interesting. I hope this underwear doesn't belong to him, although I still wouldn't touch it. Stop. Judging by the signal, there's an anti-asteroid turret nearby. I hope you don't look much like an asteroid, but it's recommended that you stay away from the guns. These turrets can attack a large moving object without even knowing how valuable the spacesuit on this object is. The service post. About 2 meters of high-strength alloy and no breaches in the security system. The object is classified, but I managed to download some information from the captain's bridge. You can remotely access the liner's core from here. This will be extremely useful. However, it is impossible to get inside unless you have an anti-armor weapon.
This is working autonomous oxygen station.
This is Knight Errant, the main weapon of the liner unnamed. It was meant to be used only in cases of emergency when the liner was attacked from the outside. Who would attack it and what makes Knight Errant different from other turrets? The journalists didn't get a clear answer. It looks like Knight Errant's manual control panel. It's used in case of remote control system failure. Getting here from inside the liner was impossible, therefore it wasn't fortified much. The latest issues of this magazine were uploaded to my database for speaking with teenagers, but unfortunately, I accidentally erased them. Forever. There are no data about the discharge cells or any modern particle beam weapon in general, but according to the blueprint, it's somewhere inside the gun's barrel. I don't think you should poke your nose in there. If the gun doesn't work, it doesn't mean you can poke your head right into its barrel, although such a classified device causes an uncontrolled execution of my curiosity program. Ooh, what are those lights in the distance? Apparently, these are the discharges. Got one. Turret active. Be careful. Turret signal. Be careful. Second discharge cell installed. I hope it doesn't start firing right away once you've fixed it. What a strange place, but maybe we can find something useful here. It's not recommended to disassemble space beds, although it's not clear why. It's hard to find a simpler object. There's a turret somewhere near. Only one left. And we're done. I might be wrong, but is Knight Errant preparing to shoot? No, it's not. But I'm starting to understand why you repaired this weapon. I'd like to warn you that shooting from it is pure madness. Therefore, I strongly recommend not to come near Knight Errant's manual control panel, take the joystick in your hand, direct the weapon at the debris, and press the fire button.
Så. Direkt att avfyra det här jävla skitvapnet.
Knight Errant? Yes, I had exactly the same idea. Knight Errant must break through the airlock's armor, damaging the latching mechanism. Try aiming and shooting at the lower latch so as not to damage the module. Seems like you only have one shot before the weapon's batteries go completely flat. Fire!
That's you.
I'm not sure this is a good time to comment, but the shot didn't go well. Although you did damage the armor for sure, together with half the equipment.
Jag ser inget equipment.
An armored airlock with a complex entry control system. The system was so complex that it was the first one to fail. However, this doesn't prevent the door from remaining armored. We won't find any other way into the module anyway. With such damage, we won't be able to control the core remotely, but we can use the core protection protocol and open additional cooling valves in the liner. For that, find the central panel and try to guess the 9-digit password. Most likely, the passenger died because of a harmless toy that clogged the air outflow. Sometimes a dust collector is still worth cleaning, although this leads to interesting design solutions. This fake console, assembled literally from different pieces of trash, refutes the statements of its manufacturers about the impossibility of repairing their device by rule of thumb due to its incredible complexity. A detailed plan of the service module. automatic maintenance team. I wouldn't touch them unless necessary. The door is being repaired faster than your attempts to break it. We need to get rid of the maintenance team somehow. This must be the central panel. Someone liked to break lamps because it doesn't look a bit like repair work. On the first try. That was easy.
You unable to lie. You could not just do something and not break something.
That's true.
Tell truth. Confirm.
Tell him. Vad är du på väg?
I suspect that the panel is a bit out of order, but judging by the sensors, an undocumented passage was hidden under it. There's no information about these rooms. Something happened here, although you've probably already noticed it. It's definitely one of the Breathedge agency coffins, but its ID is missing in my database. So it's not the size that makes the liner unnamed unique, but its latest energy core. Maybe that's what drew the attention of the Green Universe radicals? We'd better forget this classified information. Looks like you're not the only one who's fond of destroying important equipment. Now I can't even connect to this panel. What's left now is to break the rest of the stuff around here, and there's a chance that this will activate some core protection protocol. Or, alternatively, kill someone in this room. The cause of death is a blunt injury to the head. A detailed plan of the habitation module. Activity detected. It looks like you were able to start the protection protocol, although the ship's documentation says it's only possible during a natural disaster. You've got talent. We cannot deny the fact that Green Universe was involved in the crash of the liner, but some details in their behavior and death don't correspond to the modus operandi of the attack. Someone pulled the cord and pushed out the glass even before the depressurization started. A large part of the mayonnaise is frozen, but there is some strange activity in some of the balls, if it really is mayo, as indicated in the invoices. Looks like the mayo tanks weren't only on the port side. There's a chance to find something here that can be launched into the core. I have no idea who would need that amount of mayo in space, but we need to find a way to get this whole thing into the liner's core to reduce its activity.
This is working autonomous oxygen station.
The victim may have tried to press the barbell with his Adam's apple, but this presumption may not be accurate. There must be some control systems inside. If the airlock isn't damaged, then we need to find it. Get into the tank, start the engine, somehow leave before it starts, and hope that when flying away, the tank will collect at least some part of the flowing spilled mayo. Someone clearly overestimated the value of the mayonnaise, allocating an autonomous tank for it equipped with an auto-flight system. Although considering our situation, it's a great opportunity to launch it without any problems by fixing one of the engines and disengaging the tank from the module. I hope we won't need that. Small modern engines can do without burning fuel, which is much safer. I am not sure about the composition of modern Mayo products, and therefore I advise you it would be useful to have a powerful soil analyzer with the function of deep scanning, which is usually used by biologists and treasure hunters. Nothing of interest. 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 A very odd composition, but apparently this Mayo doesn't want to freeze. There's also no danger to the spacesuit's material, but I'm not sure it's reasonable to stay here with such visibility. In addition, the composition's density prevents you from moving quickly. An airlock. Seems to be attacked. Seems like the gas coming into the Mayo doesn't let it freeze. I have a feeling that something is wrong with this mayonnaise. Apart from the inconsistency of its composition, overly complex technologies are used to transport such biological debris. Although, all the tanks are specified as mayonnaise ones in all the invoices related to the liner. This vacuum cleaner is called Rocket for a reason. With it having such a powerful engine, it is really possible to fly it if you bypass some technical limitations. Unbelievable. This is heaven knows what, but it's certainly not a simple tank for storing food products. A detailed plan of the transport module. All data indicate that the mayonnaise is not mayonnaise, and the tank was an integral part of the systems of the lighter unnamed. We have to start the centrifuge, even just out of scientific interest. Looks like we need to go outside and check the tank engines. A special patch and a bloated spacesuit indicating increased gas production due to excessive broccoli eating. All this points out that the body belongs to the green universe radical group. If the possible moral constraints are no problem, this bag of methane, hydrogen, and organic residues can be used to provide initial acceleration to the centrifuge. You only need to figure out how to do it. Someone clearly does not like standard space food. Even the liner's kitchen didn't have such equipment. If someone is constantly stealing your food, do not, under any circumstance, mix it with a laxative, an emetic, or red pepper. But I would not open this box if I were you. The engine is installed, now the tank will probably be able to fly. Looks like we need to go outside and disengage the module manually. The data analysis on the crash of the liner and the nature of the damage allows us to state with great confidence that the damage caused to the mayo tanks by the abruptly stopped centrifuge was one of the causes of the liner's depressurization and its ejection from the warp. These data confirm the possible involvement of the green universe in the disaster. Despite the fact that the task involved pumping out gas to create a miniature engine with an igniter, your barbaric method of directly lighting your rear end is recognized as effective. It's time to check the control panel. These are the brackets mounting the tank to the module. You'd better find them all and detach them before you start, or at best, all this debris will spin and be torn apart with the tank right here. You can try to repair the bracket, but since you will destroy it during the repair process, it will be easier to break it beforehand. These are the brackets mounting the tank to the module. You'd better find them all and detach them before you start, or at best, all this debris will spin and be torn apart with the tank right here. Seems that detaching the bracket without getting your hands as well as other parts of your body dirty will be impossible.
You lie again. You are here. That means death was impossible.
like we need to go outside and disengage the module manually. Despite the fact that the task involved pumping out gas to create a miniature engine with an igniter, your barbaric method of directly lighting your rear end is recognized as effective. It's time to check the control panel. Yep, something went wrong. On the one hand, this is bad news. On the other hand, you're still not flying directly into the core, and it's good, but I advise you to get out of here as soon as possible. Your incredible dexterity, together with incredible luck and incredibly linear strength, works wonders. In any case, there's a decrease in the core's activity. If nothing explodes there in the next couple of minutes, then the task can be considered completed. I can't say for sure, but apparently it was a backup power cell of the newest nuclear warp installation in the core of the liner. What we have seen is one of the most protected government secrets, and the presence of a Green Universe radical there confirms their involvement in the catastrophe. Turret active. Be careful. Too many military personnel per square kilometer. It's definitely a sign of trouble. Some kind of military spacesuit prototype with a jet booster. I wonder if it's possible to replicate this system without the risk of catching fire like he did. A large cluster of security robots detected. I'd recommend keeping out of their sight. cosmic nutrition, but with flavoring and stuffed into an expensive package.
Access to civilians is prohibited.
I will mark it. Looks like some storage for beef fuel pellets. They don't make these nowadays. Cooling gel can be used to reduce the temperature and activity of the core. That is, if you find a blob large enough that doesn't evaporate before we get to the liner. Now we can see why there's so much cooling gel near the shuttle. This is a tank with cooling gel from the outdated nuclear reactor cooling system. There's no data about such systems being on the liner unnamed. A space shuttle got stuck in this blob of cooling gel. I think we found the perfect specimen to launch into the core. I was hoping to see a standard pleasure shuttle, but this is an old design cargo ship. You can still occasionally find such ships on distant planets. They work on biofuel, and there's no way they were on the liner. Robotics wasn't so popular at the time when such ships were produced. The engines look intact. External control system. Only old ships have these. I can hack it in a split second. A fuel tank, with no fuel inside. To start the engines, you have to find some fuel, fill the tank, and hack the control system of the ship. These look like tail sections. There are declared cargo holds inside for transporting synthetic beef, milk, and plant food. There might be something useful here. Probably they fed synthetic cows with it. Attention smuggler! Despite the FDA's requirements of using only synthetic meat products, its composition says natural meat, but doesn't state what kind of meat exactly. It's better not to analyze it. This type of fuel can't be synthesized without a living synthetic cow, not even with electrical tape. Please be careful with artificial beef. This product explodes more often than it's eaten by normal people. Turret active. Be careful. This technology is outdated, so it's highly improbable that this debris belongs to the liner. I think you're almost there. You can probably ignore the cooling gel's slight course deviation and assume that the core's activity is partially reduced. A fully functional farm for synthesizing beef. However, the declaration mentions only the transportation of goods. There is no data about any research conducted on the liner unnamed, but it seems that apart from transporting food, they also did some biological experiments. Looks like an undamaged cargo section with dairy products. Special containers with cooling gel are used for transporting milk. The gel is ideal for reducing the core's activity. What's left to do is to find the emergency unloading lever, get inside the section, pump out the cooling gel, and launch it into the liner. Piece of cake! What a strange place. But maybe we can find something useful here. This is the first time I've seen a spacesuit designed for a cow. Usually they don't keep animals in open space, even synthetic ones, although your chicken triggers some questions. Turret signal. Be careful. Bioglue is the basis of a synthetic organism. The composition is too complex for homebrew reproduction. Biologists tried to make synthetic cows adaptable to independent growth and grazing, and therefore jelly-like specimens without any bone structure did not do well. It's strange that this section is protected with weapons, seeing that the dairy products don't cost much. The doors are locked. These locks can only be opened with a special tool from outside, or alternatively, they can be broken. You are good at doing that. There's an engineering shuttle ahead. I wonder how you find everything so quickly. Is it because of my hints? The disaster probably killed the owner before they completed their pursuit of fashion. I will mark it. Something exploded here, probably. Such large windows could only be in the 5-star modules of the liner. It seems that rich passengers consider a great view to be more important than safety. It worked. Now you have to find the airlock. The scanning gives no results. There's no such creature in the database, but the temperature inside the capsules suggests that they also contain the cooling gel we need. This is definitely not a cargo section, despite it looking like one and the mark in the liner's declaration. Somebody wanted to keep these rooms secret. A laboratory with the most advanced equipment. Individuals don't have access to such technologies. This is not just an underground laboratory, but a government scientific complex for growing synthetic animal hybrid species. Such experiments are extremely dangerous due to the inability to control some mutations. On behalf of the Breathedge Company, I would not recommend crossbreeding chickens with cows. According to these documents, the laboratory must be sponsored somehow, and that probably also involves the revenue from the liner unnamed. A detailed plan of the transport module. Some mutated chicken DNA is being examined here. Class A biological experiments are prohibited on the surface of inhabited planets, on their satellites, as well as within a radius of 500,000 kilometers from any inhabited objects. The liner does not fall under this prohibition while it's in outer space. Looks like some data blocks. Connect me to one of them and I'll try to find out if there's any cooling gel. Interesting. There's no cooling circuit here, which means the gel can only be present in the solution itself that is poured into the capsules. The full composition of the solution is encrypted, but we can pump it out using the control post and analyze it manually. Something tore him apart from the inside. Even trash cans can be luxury ones, but this is not one of them. According to the plan, this is not only the main control post, but also the steering wheel. This section is a space shuttle, but with such damage, it's unlikely to be able to fly. The most common way to use a desktop aquarium in space. According to statistics, every second surveyed man longs to go in a normal toilet for the opportunity of seeing the size of his organic product. I've downloaded the manual. To clean the specimen capsules, press the blue button. Or the green one. Unfortunately, the manual is black and white. Something's wrong. I would suggest ignoring what happened. If these specimens end up on some planet and remain intact, then politicians will come up with some story about a super intelligent race that created these creatures to destroy mankind. Press the green button. Judging by the blue one, the red button duplicates the green one, but you better not poke everything around, as the story is not nonlinear. In any case, as I thought, the capsules didn't contain all of the solution. Pumping out for the reserve tanks initiated. There's no cooling gel here, but the solution contains potassium iodide, cysteamine, ondansetron, and some non-standard impurities. Theoretically, it can serve as excellent anti-radiation protection. Just put the solution into the insulin cell of the suit, and I'll calculate the dosage so you don't turn into a vegetable or a mutant cow. Your protection against radiation has increased. You didn't even have to launch anything into the core, risking the start of an uncontrolled reaction of matter explosion. Although it would have been right to launch this laboratory together with all of its dangerous research. I wonder, am I the only one who is confused about the fact that these specimens have chicken genes? Many blueprints specify chickens to be the main catalyst for mutations. You even have an immortal chicken in your backpack, don't you? This debris clearly doesn't belong to the liner, as it is made with outdated technologies. If you look at the spaceship's debris in the distance, we can assume that the liner didn't just explode, but it initially crashed into an unknown spherical structure, the debris of which we can see now. Multiple electromagnetic anomalies detected. There may be some breakdowns in the work of complex equipment in this area, therefore the Breathedge company assumes no responsibility for the behavior and performance of the funerary spacesuit, although I doubt I may have any problems. Horse. It's an extremely unsafe place. I can't even use my main systems, only the built-in processor, which is perfectly protected from power surges, but is not able to count to 10 without errors. This is an energy core of the Breathedge company. I don't know who transported such technologies on the liner and for what purpose it was done, but now it's easy to explain the presence of electromagnetic anomalies. By the way, I don't recommend turning off the active core, it will most likely lead to unpleasant consequences. It reminds me of old space stations that were used about 50 years ago for communication between planets. Besides, some components were produced at the Breathedge Agency factories for sure. I have no idea how they got into the closed system of the aquarium, but there are no more fish here. If I were to design a trash can, everything would have fit in it. These rooms look like someone's shelter, but it has had no occupants for a long time. A detailed plan of the habitation module. The cause of death was a blunt injury to the head about 30 years ago. The body mummified due to the sterility of the environment. One of the first prototypes of the Breathedge Agency spacesuit without any artificial intelligence. Now this is something interesting. It's worth taking a closer look. There's some undeclared functions of several Breathedge Agency inventions here. Please note section ISR 1 protection. Protection increase protocol activated. The threshold of radiation resistance has increased. So you're saying we could have done this from the start? We can assume that this station was some experiment of the Breathedge Funeral Agency, but the lack of any information about it, as well as the dead crew member, can lead us to think this was probably illegal. On behalf of the funeral agency, I apologize for your possible complicity in the illegal activities of our company.
What's with your face, Private? Wise guy, eh? 2 extra duties. General, welcome, sir. Yes, sir. General, sir.
It's worth noting the robot gatekeepers can't be in the service, and therefore their involvement in the ranks of the armed forces is extremely improbable. Looks like some alcohol got spilled over its circuits in the crash. If you try to transfer some of the technological features of this ancient device to modern broken reel-to-reel tape recorders, you might get a working prototype, or an explosion. A detailed plan of the service module. quite an unusual face, although the gatekeeper's reaction to the chicken has become more clear. That's weird. This looks more like some virtual communication between underdeveloped human beings, but it's even more incoherent and lacks logic. Why would coffins need such information? There's no data on the design of fluorescent lamps. To be more exact, there wasn't any. That's a good door. I bet you can't break it. I told you you could handle it easily. You naturally remember that my intelligence and charm, along with the entire chest-mounted block, must be transferred to a new spacesuit for it to function fully, don't you? It seems that you've successfully completed the work for this Lisinski by destroying the spacesuits together with the captain's bridge. However, this blueprint can help you create a similar one. A detailed plan of the transport module. It seems that the stand for the suit is broken, although it won't be difficult to fix it.
What's with your face, Private? Wise guy, eh? 2 extra duties. What's with your face, Private? Wise guy, eh? 2 extra duties.
But will increase your radiation resistance, which is equivalent. Almost. Task. The sensors detect a significant decrease in radiation. Of all the potential of the cedar spacesuit, you managed to use only its improved material for the lining, but even this is enough to increase your chances of survival. The 3rd chapter? I think I forgot to display the text about it. Of your interlocutor. If some kind of script doesn't trigger here right now, we'll be stuck here for a long time. But I think Chapter 4 started quite a while ago, didn't it? Seems like you did something wrong, as always. I suggest you start a new game and try again. Come to think of it, forget it. Judging by the analysis of my sensors, the launch mayonnaise was completely absorbed by the core and destabilized it. The radiation level decreased to a critical minimum. It's time to visit Normandy before it's too late. According to my calculations, the next decrease in the radiation level will occur in 17 hours when the shell of the core overheats. The decrease in the radiation level will be significant, and it will last from 3 to 10 seconds, after which the explosion will follow, splitting us into atoms. With this in mind, it's highly recommended that you hurry. If I'm not mistaken, there's an accelerating transport station ahead. Apparently, they plan to use it for the evacuation of Normandy, although it's hardly possible to do that. These stations help small spaceships gain initial acceleration when departing from the liner, but they are of no use for long-distance flights. There's just one question that tickles my mind. Why are there so many damaged coffins? Aside from that, these coffins have limbs, weapons, and undoubtedly, active AI units, judging by the weak signals coming from their remains. To be honest, I'd rather not know what all of this means. It seems that the Normandy team died heroically fighting with coffins, which goes beyond any and all logic. On the other hand, the fact that you are still alive goes beyond any and all logic as well. In this regard, there's a chance that the coffins might be aggressive. It's recommended that you look around carefully and try to find some survivors. Most of the ship's systems are functioning nominally, but it will take a little effort if we are going to fly away from here. The steering wheel is broken, but the rest is in order. The steering wheel is ready, and it even works. Probably. That should work, I hope. You already repaired such an engine once, but it looked different somehow. We can't do without some repair work here. That's great. It looks perfect. Almost done. Great job. Unfortunately, the station's control units are still broken, but the good news is that you don't need them to launch Normandy at all. I just wanted to keep you busy while I was doing some important calculations. There should be no guns on such a shuttle. Apparently, they made an exception for Normandy. That's it. Space, here we come. Start the engine. This is the Normandy autopilot course. We can't change it without a living captain in any way, not even with a handy scrapper. However, it's highly unlikely that the captain calculated such a complex route.
Så, då kör vi. Broke. Something broke.
I apologize for the restart window. I'm not good with abrupt acceleration. I hope we don't need the parts of the ship that fell off along the way that much. In any case, Normandy won't survive one more accelerator. We don't have enough engine power to activate the weapons. By the way, I'd like to note that leaving the shuttle and going into outer space at such a short distance from the core is impossible unless you want to turn into jelly.
Come on, you piece of shit. Move. And chill, you bitch.
Paranoia is a type of chronic psychosis common for adulthood. Either your interlocutor knows something we don't, or she's an old woman.
Old woman. Kanske. Toan.
The ship won't hold up long, so take your time.
Nej, full gas. Vi kanske hör att jag trycker på knappen och går där. Öva att ta en paus igen. Eller, nej. Det har pausats för mycket. Ofrivilligt. Jag glömde att ta på här vid inspelningen. Jag kommer docka och spara, tror jag bara. För videon blev lite lång.
That's a suitable place to dock. Looks like a part of the liner's garage module. Maybe we'll find some parts for Normandy there.
Normandy sucks. Nej, full gas. Hur ser det ut här? Jag vill se. Nej, jag spelar inte så länge. Jag behöver ingen autoköpning idag. Dock, you bitch.
There's a system for accurate docking installed here. That's great. Or perhaps for not so accurate docking. It looks like the engines have failed completely now, and will never get to the accelerating station.
Who broke them? I'm gonna kill you.
Yes. Please go to the reception. Welcome. Go to the center. Please. Oh, more.
About that.
Error. Welcome, diagnostics.
This is not just a
Please
garage
go.
module, but a surviving diagnostic station. However, it doesn't sound like it's functioning nominally.
I agree. Something wrong wired.
It looks like he was accidentally killed by the diagnostic station. I can't find any other reason for this injury.
Me either.
This worker apparently saw the death of the previous one and started running away, not looking where he was running, and without a helmet.
Han borde inte ha dött av det. Något annat.
The diagnostics panel works, although this part clearly doesn't belong here.
Work, you bitch.
Hey! Don't touch it. Put it back. What are you doing? Put it back.
The fuck is that? Screw.
Yeah, that's better. Oh, can you twist it a bit more?
I think at this rate we'll achieve nothing because this thing is short-circuiting the diagnostic station's brains.
Pull it out. There's something wrong with you.
What now? Put it back. Are you messing around with me? Put it... Oh, yes. Back in. Oh, you jerk.
This diagnostic station is faulty, but we don't have any other one. The excess voltage is melting its circuits. You need to bring it to its senses somehow.
Bring you back to your senses, you dirty undies with a helmet, if you don't stop coming at me.
Vi tar och tömmer inventoriet tror jag lite snabbt. Och jag mutar mig själv ett tag.
Welcome to the diagnostic center. Yes. Please go to the reception.
can't do anything here. We'll have to look for some controls.
You better look for the remnants of your dignity, you lousy pajamas.
Ärligt, jag ser fram emot boa. More of this shit. Som alla vill ha. Hot springa i den här korridoren. Dun, bam, 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 bam. Nu är jag här.
The elevators aren't working, although it's not recommended to use elevators during a fire, earthquake, or the diagnostic station's self-torture.
True. True. Not true, att du fast. Nej, något short wire. Eller felkoppling. Eller lite annat som har hänt.
The main diagnostics room. You can say that this is the brain of the whole diagnostic station, and this brain is malfunctioning.
You are the one who's malfunctioning, you funerary diaper.
The central processor. I thought such a fragile thing should be protected somehow, and not be...
I stick out and in however I want.
Varför gick jag fram och stann inte?
The central processor protection control console. It's not working. No, something's wrong. The processor control panel. We can restart the whole station with it. It looks like we'll have to remove the excess voltage first.
Wire dome.
I see. Someone removed the protection from the processor and tried to connect it directly to the coffins. I don't know why anyone would want to run diagnostics on coffins, but the result is obvious. So, nobody tried to run diagnostics on the coffins. Rather, on the contrary, they got the coffins burned because they were trying to decrypt them. Probably someone, like us, needed data from their sensors about the location of some particular object.
Vi drar tillbaka till craften då. Stoppa i. No, det kommer komma en humor. And I'll be right back. Jag ska bygga en dome. Sen dra tillbaka dit, fixa den. Unlock the dome. Come on, you stupid AI. Du fattar att jag är trött på det här. Eller är det triggerat den biten än? Jag tror inte jag har triggerat det än. Kan vara att jag har triggerat det än. Jag har inte triggerat det än. Så nu drar jag tillbaka efter jag craftat upp den. Bra var det. Så nu drar jag tillbaka till installerande strömmen. Drar ner strömmen. Ändå att den blev så vet jag inte. Leave my processor alone.
If the station doesn't like it, then we're doing it right.
Håller med samtidigt som inte.
Listen back. What kind of people are you?
It looks like the unprotected processor was causing power supply overload. This should help a little.
You better help yourself, sweat-smelling piece of junk.
Okay. Time to reboot.
This rotor is damaged. It's not quite needed for the diagnostic station's work. It'd be better to turn it off somehow. These are the levers controlling the rotor's speed. It's not working. You should first press the left one, then the right one, or maybe the middle one. There are too many combinations. It's not working. You should first press. It's not working. You should first press the left one, then the right one, or maybe.
Pull harder. Yes, pull it out. Pull harder. Yes, pull it out. Pull harder. Yes, pull it out.
Perfect. You managed to break the rotor. It doesn't matter though.
Too bad it didn't hit you.
Why the fuck did that happen? Come on, I live in Sweden, damn it.
I don't know who hit it here, but why are you touching it? Throw it away before it appears on someone's live stream. This looks like a passageway to the debugging compartment. Perfect. Oh. There's something wrong here. I don't know what this dead man was trying to do, but the compensators shouldn't be under voltage. After a resounding success in the movies, they predicted this robot would have a great future. Poor fellow. How did he end up participating in something like this? By the way, it's now clear how this station was maintained and why it became deranged.
What's going on? Reattach the clips. Oh.
There's less stuttering in its voice. Looks like everything is coming along all right.
Jag tar en som jag kunde undvika att göra sådär. Det var värt det.
We've been in this situation before. If we fix these broken wires, we won't have to break the door. Probably.
Don't touch anything.
I don't even know if that's a good sign. No power. Ugh, it has a toggle switch. Disgusting.
I didn't say shit.
Don't touch anything.
This should help a little, although touching a toggle switch, even to survive, I really don't know.
Push my toggle switch to on. Push it to on.
Now, can you hear it? I can't hear its angry babbling either. Looks like it's time to reboot the central processor.
Kom igen, om jag hade velat ta på den så kan jag inte. Time to reboot this piece of garbage. Because it stopped working.
What happened? Did you just reboot me by just pushing the button? I take it you'll continue damaging the equipment until I run diagnostics? Well then, the core of your shuttle is melting, the weapons are uncalibrated, passive defense is not installed, active defense is not installed. It's nothing but a tin can. Happy now? I'll fix your engines and you'll get out of here. Okay.
Sure, whatever.
That's a good deal, and the only possible one. The diagnostic station is not designed for complex repairs at all. It's time to return to Normandy. By the way, maybe we could fast travel there. There should be a voice control module of the station.
Or maybe it's because you're a useless garment that keeps babbling too much.
Agree. Fast traveling, bitch.
We're still here. Apparently, there's no fast travel in this game. We'll have to go back on foot. That's a shame. I picked out such a nice visual effect, such beautiful sounds, and such a nice loading bar. Have you seen it?
You suck.
What kind of monsters played an 18-hour recording of this song? It looks like this recording is the reason why the station's entire voice module burned down and it became so aggressive.
I don't think you are so aggressive. For that reason. Something else. Maybe the clips. Maybe all the power. Maybe. No. Not say it. Be quiet, Medan. Jag hade haft rätt att ta. Jag vet inte varför. Men. Jump, you bitch! Så lång tid det tog ju bara lappa ihop en motor. Kom igen. Och att den är för dum för det. That's nice to know.
Oh, you're back already? It's done. By the way, you were saying something about going to the accelerating station. I want to inform you that without a friend or foe system, the protective systems of the liner's bow will destroy you. Good luck.
I'm sure we won't last long without decent repairs, so even the security systems won't be needed for the shuttle to fall apart. As for the friend or foe identification system, I don't know anything about it.
You fucking kidding me? This fucking AI knows more than you, and it's a problem. Stop smacking my chip, you dumbass. You good now? Okay, then shot good.
Great, the engines are working, the life support system is working, the weapons are active.
That's it.
By the way, the weapons calibrate themselves automatically when shooting at random targets. I have no idea where to look for everything else listed in the diagnostics, and therefore, I suggest exploring the nearest debris.
Ta den. tvärtom, vi kör uppifrån här. Ja.
What's that up ahead? I'm not mistaken, am I? Is it a fully functioning breathedge coffin with hands? We've already seen such coffins, but I doubted it until now. I shouldn't have said anything about the weapons. I have to warn you about the illegality of shoot. Ah, never mind. Especially one calibrated piece. I don't even know what the thoughts. They are not our friends. Normandy needs...
Normally needs repair and...
You lie again. You are here. That means death was impossible.
Jag bara sköldar. Reparera. Jag kunde ju inte reparera skrovet överhuvudtaget. Hallå? Nej. Va? Tänkte väl? Inte typ helt långt på.
Great! The engines are working, the life support system is working, the weapons are active.
Scrapet tar vi bort. Soilen eller inte tar vi bort.
By the way, the weapons calibrate themselves automatically when shooting at random targets. I have no idea where to look for everything else listed in the diagnostics, and therefore, I suggest exploring the nearest debris.
Efter repair kör den.
What's that up ahead? I'm not mistaken, am I? I shouldn't have said anything about the weapons. I have to warn you about the illegality of shoot. Ah, never mind. Absolutely unimportant here. These weapons have simplified artificial intelligence, self-organized, and they simply adapt to the shooter.
Normally...
You lie again. You are here. That means death was...
Okej, vi skiter i den där basen. Whatever det var. Och så börjar vi här, som vanligt. Det måste vara att den laddar in samma än den ska. I don't know.
Great! The engines are working, the life support system is working, the weapons are active!
Fan, not a weapon. I'm good.
By the way, the weapons calibrate themselves automatically when shooting at random targets. I have no idea where to look for everything else listed in the diagnostics, and therefore, I suggest exploring the nearest debris. I shouldn't have said anything about the weapons. I have to warn you about the illegality of shooting. Ah, never mind. What's that up ahead? I'm not mistaken, am I? Is it a fully functioning breathedge coffin with hands? We've already seen such coffins, but I doubted it until now.
I don't care. Den här skeppet har ju dött sköldar. Du skippar och skjuter just nu.
Looks like this is the debris of the liner's bow. It was the only part that contained unique observation modules with domed glass. How this glass survived the disaster is a mystery to me, but it would be nice to get inside, at least out of curiosity.
Snackar om.
There's no data on the passengers who lived in such modules, but ordinary people could definitely not afford it. I'm sure there's something interesting under this dome. There might even be a whole spaceship.
Ja, bättre än Normandy kanske. Bara har de här två jettarna och 150 HP. Kom igen, kasta! Där på ett Normandy. Vänta lite, det kommer inte in va. I don't remember.
We can dock here.
Docka nu för fan.
Without a doubt, it's a luxury habitation module.
Just det, behöver vi inte en grinder snart.
I've no desire to open the coffins, but now I'm sure they work on the energy produced by the decomposing bodies in them. It's disgusting and brilliant at the same time.
Navigation ship.
What a big corpse! I won't be able to scan his face since it's no longer there, but I can assume from his shape that it's the head of the Green Universe Department on Kepler 62, Fat Jim.
Be nice mot Fat Jim. He's dead. Dags att tvätta lite.
I wonder why it doesn't get banned. It's probably not because Milko's owner is the party leader's relative. Eating condensed milk is not a bad way to get fat, but a bad way to die after that. The ingredients of this product have long raised questions among doctors. I'm sure Jim got fat on grass and humility because that is what he promoted as far as I know. He was shot everywhere. By the way, that's Banana Frank. He's presumably one of the leaders of the Green Universe.
Vilken favorit hörni? Bild 1, bild 2. Bild 2, bild 1. Ni får välja. PS är nice. Jag tror favoriten är den.
I've no doubt about the benefits of vegetarianism, especially for herbivores. If only it could help against blasters.
Vi tar med det inventariet, det är fullt igen. Så de plockar upp så mycket grejer. Item. Navigation filter. Och låt fixa det. Kanske börja skippa craftingen mer. Fullt sånt här får ni veta.
Someone was dragged out into the corridor.
Yeah, but there's somebody here.
Both corpses belong to the leaders of the Green Universe. I have the impression that all the important people of this organization were flying in this module.
Come on.
A very useful thing in space.
Sant. Behöver 2 tillfälligt kvar.
I doubt anyone survived here. He was dragged out of the cabin to unlock the door. A retinal scan is an extremely unpleasant method of data protection, especially for the owner of the retina.
True.
I don't know why they took off his mask. It obviously didn't interfere with scanning his eye. A Green Universe logo. It's rather peculiar, I must say.
True.
It's locked from the inside and welded shut from the outside. This type of door is unfamiliar to me. It's probably some military project.
Locked. Kom igen.
Seems like this robot tried to make itself wired, but it only burned out. By the way, the coffins clearly don't have external charging ports. It looks like all the doors are locked, and I don't know how to open them.
Yeah, navigation verkar jag få också.
This door is also unfamiliar to me, but it's clearly from a different series.
Gå in i dessa.
Despite his foolish death, this man clearly knew about the weak point in the door's design and tried to open it. I can modify the angle grinder's blueprint a little so that we could continue the dead man's work of destruction and get under the dome.
Okej. Jag tar en paus medan vi springer på oss. Alltså jag kan inte spela in alla springande tillbaka. Jag bygger den, springer tillbaks. Sen springer jag dit och sågar.
What is that? You read my instructions, didn't you?
Råkar jag trycka på den så tar jag tillbaks. What? That's it? Men ni får torchas nu också. No smoking. Copy that.
The door is loose. Just kick it out.
Okej, om du vill. Come on, dude. Varför faller den ner?
I was expecting a slightly different result, but this will do as well. A real forest in the middle of space. It's not very rational, but impressive. Judging by the signals, the robot has been damaged. Only this part of the program remains. Ugly creatures. The orders to the activists didn't have this information. It's unlikely that they would have agreed to be disposed of, and the binary code in the note raises the question, who was this note intended for? There's no connection between the maintenance team and the Green Universe. His murder was meaningless.
Dead. Long ago.
Careful! Active anti-asteroid protection. We could use it, by the way. We need to somehow bypass the protection without breaking it. These wires lead to the shuttle, and judging by the markings, they are designed to power light weapons. I've wanted to ask you for a long time about your warm relationship with the chicken, but I won't say anything. By the way, the anti-asteroid protection is deactivated.
Nej, man kan ju inte vara typ throwing up. Det är hela vår grej.
The shuttle's registration number is hidden. Given that the leaders of the Green Universe were in the habitation modules, there was someone even worse here. It can't be. This is the personal shuttle of Frederick Momoni, leader of the Green Universe. And it looks like these are his personal body parts. The communications node was hacked, if I may say so. It looks like someone was simply using the Green Universe activists, and none of the orders came from Mr. Momoni at all. It could be that Frederick is ill, but it's more likely that someone had killed him long before the liner took off. And here is the anti-asteroid protection system. We don't even need to hack it, as it has already been done for us. Splendid! Now we only need to find a few rare parts.
Grabber required. Efter typ fått hållit inne det för länge. Så.
So, the main leader of the Green Universe is long dead, the other leaders are killed, and the crash was initiated by some unknown people who control the coffins. Sounds like a B-action movie script.
They fixed a great anti-asteroid. Blah, blah, blah. Be right back.
But I must inform you that when you signed the contract for the funeral, you agreed to everything in the terms of service. To absolutely everything. Signs of some large-scale conspiracy, I still have the feeling that the catastrophe was accidental. I can't figure out what the hypothetical terrorists might have gained from the complete destruction of the liner. Most likely, the activists of the Green Universe were following orders to capture the liner and then simply screwed up, which is confirmed by some of our findings.
Möjligt. Ska du snacka mer? Eller får jag pausa? Med crafta solo? Flytta om i en video. Bränna tid på det. Jag vet inte varför det funkar. Nu drar vi dit. Den dit. Explore space. Det var en klass.
Synthetic cows. So surely didn't know a better way to test their luck. I was perfect on calibration. I'd like to know if your shooting skill is absolutely unreal. These weapons have simplified artificial intelligence, self-purposes, and instantly after the shooter. Great, let's go. Normandy is about to fall apart. Normandy is about to fall apart. Now Normandy needs repairs.
I did what I could, game.
You lie again. You are here. That means death was impossible.
Shut up. Death wasn't impossible. Okej, load simulator igen. Om det står craft eller någonting. Okej, be right back. För nu är det något som är skumt. Den sparar jag här. Då, nu är vi tillbaks. Vi åker direkt. Dit vi ska. Nej. Där. Vi har ju 0 HP på den här. Så gick med de här får vi inte. Tack Brain. Hej. Det kommer vara laddat. Det där är en repair station. Det är det på den. Jag får inga sköldar på den här. Och det är på den riktigt på utsidan. Jag går på utan på skjuta någonting. Eller?
Calibration complete. I'd like to know if you're still These weapons have a simplified artificial intelligence with a self-learning system, and they simply adapt. Great, let's go. Wait a second. This is the liner's back up now. I must say, there's quite a lot of security here.
Oh ja. Men det är
What's that? A mutant? Ah, nope. It's just a dead fool. The movement for the rights of synthetic cows hasn't yet gained enough strength, but everything will change soon, I'm sure. Oh, so many corpses. Did someone bring a child to such an event? That's irresponsible. It's
Agreed.
very difficult to hit a child with a rubber bullet, so the party has to spend extra resources to suppress such riots. For a closed, secure module, there are an awful lot of dead people in civilian spacesuits around.
I agree. Vad vill du säga? Alltså 0 gravitation, verkligen. Jag vet att skulle ändå om en gick och putta. Bara.
It seems that shortly before the crash, they decided to hold a protest here, although it's unclear what the liner's crew had to do with cows. In any case, the employees have sealed the module hermetically, and we can't get in there easily now.
Vad snackar du om?
Stop. There's something wrong here. While the activists were waving their signs outside, inside there was a fight between the liner's crew and the coffins. However, almost all of them were killed by some third party.
Apparently. Something happened.
They even destroyed the repair robots, and brutally removed some important parts from them too.
I love it.
can't open these doors without special equipment. Maybe it's for the best.
Ja, just det. Fyra. Och craft upp som humbugs. Vi får 5 meter tillbaks. Alltså att alla de här är döda, det måste antingen vara ett syrestängningsstav.
Peace violation!
We're in the right module. Judging by the signals, the surviving shuttle of the liner's crew is right ahead. But the voice in the distance is troubling me. What the? This is clearly not an ordinary police robot. The repair robots have done something wrong to it.
Again, you are here. That means death.
How did I die? And why did I stop the fucking recording? Okay. But because somebody's never saving the game, right? Den. Vill ni se igen? Som har kraftat upp det hemliga verktyget. Tada! Varför gick jag inte ut? Den kan boosta stål och jag kom den. Ja. Jag tänker inte sjunga den här gången. Om det var pausa under min pungsta stund så jag glömde.
Peace violation!
We're in the right module. Judging by the signals, the surviving shuttle of the liner's crew is right ahead. But the voice in the distance is troubling me. What the? This is clearly not an ordinary police robot. The repair robots have done something wrong to it.
Vad gör du? Det är något fel uppkopplat.
Peace violation! Leave the unlawful assembly!
Wait a second. It's aggressive, too. I recommend that you shamefully flee. The discharger is about to fire.
Act of aggression! Act of aggression! Anti-terrorist mode activated. You've thrown a paper cup at a public officer. You are under arrest. Proceeding with execution.
Oh, this is not how it usually works in boss battles. This seems to be its weak spot, like any irons or toasters, for example.
Kom igen.
No power. Backup power activated.
These are like backup batteries. We need to break them to disable the police robot.
Reloading. Stay where you are. Pressures destroyed. Starting maximum performance.
But how can it be? I've watched hundreds of movies and video games. It always worked.
Attention! Overload! I'm a machine! I'm strong! Overload!
Oh, it looks like it broke down. That went exactly according to my plan.
It did.
This really is the shuttle of the liner's crew. I hope we find the friend or foe system, and that it'll take a long time for us to hack it. My processors are vibrating from the thought. It's blocked from the inside.
Han sa att ta block.
We'll break into the liner's system first and see if there's any information there. He sure did help. What a genius. So, let's start. What we need is... No. Are you kidding me? Is this a joke? Check the box to your left.
Box. Left. What the fuck? No boxy. What are you talking about?
According to the crew's correspondence, the friend or foe system is just certain license plates on the shuttles. But if a plate is unreadable, the system freezes and doesn't attack the shuttle. So this is the multi-billion-dollar protection system of the liner? The diagnostic station knew about this vulnerability, and it couldn't just tell us to cover our license plate with a piece of paper? I suggest we go back and burn all its circuits. I would be furious now if it weren't for one thing. It turns out this shuttle is fully functional. I just need some time to break into its control system. While I'm busy, you just don't touch anything. Better yet, try assembling a jigsaw puzzle, for example.
What? It's updating, dude. We shouldn't do shit.
Right. Great. Now just sit here. Hacking the system will require my maximum performance, so I'll have to turn off for a few seconds. Just don't touch or press anything. All right, I'm back. I want to inform you that...
What the? Let's get out of here!
What happened?
I left you for only 3 seconds! You were just assembling a jigsaw puzzle. There was nothing dangerous there. But we were so... never mind.
How did we do that?
I'd like to comment on this in some way, but I don't even know what to say. We'd better get back to Normandy. I hope that a closed license plate will really help us bypass the security systems. No, I can't help but ask. How? How did you do it? Did you play around with a lighter? Did you pull the wiring? Did you learn how to shoot laser beams out of your eyes? I don't understand how this is possible at all. I also don't understand why someone would create a security system that can be easily bypassed by dirty license plates, unless the genius who infected the police robot with HAIV was the chief engineer of the liner. Actually, it would explain a lot.
I don't know how I did it. I just fucking did. Maybe, dumbass.
By the way, there's no physical license plate on Normandy, although there is a digital one, which is usually requested at any security check. I think I can replace a couple of characters with asterisks, and let's hope the friend or foe system doesn't care what kind of plate we have on the shuttle.
Really? här. Because it does. Nu fixar jag ett nytt vapen. Så, nu är ett nytt. Ett vapen. Vi drar hit och snabbt. Dit, sen dit. Jag bara uppgradera det här skeppet.
Caution! Critical damage! Fall apart!
Säkerhet.
Watch the turrets.
Med turret.
Caution! If Normandy needs...
You lie again. You are here. That means death was impossible.
What fucking turret? Jag såg ingen turret. Apparently det var en turret där.
Watch the turrets. Caution! Critical damage. Attack people. That's nonsense.
Agree. Så därför är jag aldrig vunnit. De kommer ikapp.
It looks like it's one of the space military police modules. Their shuttles were equipped with the best defense systems. If we can't find a working shuttle, we could at least try to remove some of their armor plating and patch up the holes in the armor.
Så jag 6 och 5.
Apparently, we won't find any survivors here either.
Vi var lite om survival. Se på.
Hey, a door! How unexpected. This container seems familiar. Isn't it the capsule containing one of those ugly cow chicken hybrids that you irresponsibly launched to the surface of the planet? I hope it was empty already because there's no sign of the mutant itself.
Nej. Jag ser inget likhet.
These tracks don't bode well.
Kör bara den.
I can't imagine how hard the blow was. It seems to be the only way to get to the military shuttles. I suggest we turn back and try to find a safer place to loot.
Jag drar tillbaks. Bygg en anti-gravity mumbo jumbo. Men normalt du behöver textskrov. Det är jättesvagt. sten. Den är inte livet. Jävlar vad snabb du är. Nu bara... Jag gillar bara att springa, men här är ingen anledning. Fast den har 3 HP kvar. No reason to worry.
Now you face a fine under Clause 867A of the agreement for damaging the spacesuit with slime of an unknown origin.
Klara. Jag vet inte vad du snackar om, du.
These are the tracks of the survivors. It's a shame they are bloody.
Klara. Nu är du fullt dygntött. Tyvärr så kan jag inte ta mig tillbaks.
I've detected some signs of an unknown infection on this body. According to Intergalactic Regulation Number 6, you must take some samples. There is a chance that the death was due to a huge hole in his stomach, and there are no traces of infection besides common acne on his face. Still, it's better to be safe and send the sample to Earth. Otherwise, it might turn out like in 2020 with COVID-19, but only we will be the ones to blame.
COVID-19. Yeah, fuck that.
There was a real massacre here not so long ago. What is this thing? Throw it away.
Nej, behåller den.
Judging by the tangled footprints leading from the cabin, the mutant attacked these unfortunate fellows and got drunk on their blood, which had a lot of something alcohol containing in it. I wonder if the inventor would have evaded criticism if he had made it in the shape of a female hand.
True.
After the invention of artificial intelligence, there was no sense in having mathematical competitions anymore. I would beat any champion, even if I just had one CPU core.
Det hade du inte, för du har redan förlorat.
By the way, there's a chance that these are the only survivors besides us and your interlocutor with a strange accent. To be more precise, they were the only survivors until you launched a capsule with a mutant at them.
Shut up. I didn't, you did.
What the?
Hello!
Run!
Run, you bitch!
That's
Run!
definitely the mutant from the capsule. I hope it won't be able to get in there and come after us, but we'd better get out of here.
I don't think so.
By the way, we found the shuttles. All the shuttles are damaged. However, we only needed their armor plates in the first place. I don't understand mutant language, but it definitely wants to kill us.
I didn't hear anything. Did you hear anything? No. There was no. Run.
It's close.
It's in the vent. Väntar för fan.
This shuttle has armor plates.
Run, you bitch. Run.
You should hurry up.
I am running. I
We
leave.
need to get out of here.
This list can't go faster. This.
The shuttle is under repair. We need to examine it. These sounds aren't good. Looks like it's the control panel for the jack.
Yak! Shit!
Here it is, an armor plate that we can use to close the hole in the core. They haven't fully welded it. You need to tear off the brackets and lower the jack.
Damn it. Oj.
Great! It remains only to lower the jack.
Kom igen. Lower.
I didn't think that the weight of the plate was more than 900 kilos. Maybe we should take a closer look at it.
You fucking kidding me? 900 kilos.
Judging by the remains of the mutant, the plate is really heavy. Are you sure you can't carry it? It doesn't look like we can carry it. This is a mechanic from some other game. You don't have any strength at all. It's time to go back. I hope it was the only one here.
No. It's never one. It's always two. And I hit it.
I don't know what this monster would have done to us if it had caught up with us, but did you see its terrible animations? I've never seen anything like it. It's definitely the most creepy creature in the universe.
I agree.
It looks like a technical corridor. We can use it to go back so we won't have to crawl through the ventilation system. Some more traces of slime. The mutant clearly used the technical corridors. By the way, I wonder how many mutants survived the flight to the planet.
One only. We hope.
Ah, here's the way out. Probably. And yes, I was right. We got back to Normandy. Great. I recommend that we get out of here as soon as possible. We can't install any armor plates. We can't steal any shuttles. So we have nothing else to do here. By the way, while we were running from the monster, someone patched up our hole and put armor plates on the hull. Probably it's the local repair team who worked on it when they noticed the identification marks on Captain Shepard's ship. So it turns out that we could have stayed in the shuttle all this time.
Yes. We probably could. But we didn't.
I don't think we should ever visit this place again.
Vi drar. Hitåt. Vi har sköldar. Men samtidigt inte. 200 HP, that's it. Jag väljer två på de här.
According to the number, this is one of the domed cooling modules. The extremely low temperatures overboard and the huge volumes of working fluids allowed the modules to maintain almost any temperature in the shell of the cores without unnecessary energy consumption. We could use something like this for the damaged core of Normandy.
Visst det. Det brinner ju upp fortfarande.
An external docking airlock. You can get inside from here. Or rather, you could get inside if you could break all this ice. That's much better. You can dock now.
Det är två vapen, bra. Dricker.
I have no detailed information about the liner's cooling system in my database, but I'm sure you'll have to find something and break something.
Every time.
I wonder if you can call icicles icicles in zero gravity. Technically, they form in a different way, which means they must have another name. Orbicles, for example. Or, expandicles, bursticles, pressuricles. I don't know. I'll allocate one of my processors for generating the name, perhaps.
Do it. Ska det vara tyst. Take it from speak module.
It looks like this is not a passageway leading to the dome, but a temporary storage module. I didn't know it was located in this part of the liner.
Me either.
So it is. These are temporary storage refrigerators. Everyone who was lucky enough to die during the flight on the liner was placed here, and according to my data, there were many of them.
Ja, just det. Så.
Blunt force trauma to the head? Nothing interesting here. Let's hope the deceased didn't walk away on their own. design of these refrigerators is not that simple. If I had more information, I could make a useful blueprint for Normandy.
Yes, data.
This boulder could be named in your honor. Just look at all the stuff it destroyed.
Sure. I'm here. Sure.
I have no idea what it is or how it works. This is clearly not just simple steam, but something much colder, although you could get under the dome from here.
No, because you don't want me to.
Despite the damage, the nitrogen valve control unit in this refrigerator remained intact. Very interesting.
Something horrible wrong here.
Amazing! I can't imagine how this happened, but by looking at the junction box in his hand, I can make a rough diagram of how to connect the refrigerator.
Bra.
Looks like I figured out the general concept of integrating thermal control systems, even though I don't have an engineering chip installed in me. All that's left is to study the cooling system controller and figure out where to get the working fluid. Then we can assemble a cooling unit for Normandy. Simple as pie.
Bla bla bla. Bra idé.
Now it's clear how to disable the flow of nitrogen. Turn the A02 valve all the way to the right, then the 3 nitrogen reduction valves. Turn the B6 valve to the left at a 30-degree angle. Don't forget to depressurize the valve. Well, or like this. All right, time to check the dome.
Jag ser ingen skillnad mellan de två.
The cooling system controller should be here somewhere. We're looking for some sort of a... box? No, probably a computer, or a room, or maybe a data block, or a barrel with a button. I haven't fully studied what it should look like. Wait a second, this mosaic. So that's why your relative's face seemed so familiar to me. A brilliant engineer, one of the creators of the core, and the father of artificial intelligence. It's him! Amazing! Are you sure you're not adopted? The crew was killed shortly before the crash. They didn't even have anything to defend themselves with.
Det bara var massa grejer. Forever required. Nej.
I noticed that it's enough for a human to get one hit in any part of the body to die, whereas coffins only die when certain points on the head and stomach are damaged.
Sant. Hej farsan.
According to some sketchy fragments of data, I assumed that it might be the office of your grandpa and his team. Did you know that he was supposed to be on board the liner?
Han var det. Men det är lust.
An employee pass is required. I wonder if a handy scrapper will do, or if you'll have to search the bodies. Nothing of interest. Nothing of interest. Solids detected. The deceased is on the ship's crew lists. I've checked. I don't know why, though. Untreated wastewater. I wouldn't recommend defrosting and drinking it. It's a good thing you only need a pass from a corpse, but not the corpse itself. Apparently, your grandpa was supposed to fly as a crew member and monitor the Corps' activity. I wish I'd had a chance to talk to him.
Me too.
Someone's been looking for something here. I wonder what it was. Isn't this the brilliant scientist who disappeared with his grandson after claiming to have invented the portal gun? A masterpiece. Or rather, it used to be a masterpiece. Most likely, the liner's core was remotely controlled from here, but someone broke everything.
Really?
I think the controller must be here somewhere. Here it is, the cooling system controller. I told you it looked like, this. Either the controller is broken, or we don't have access. In any case, I only need to examine its internals, so I suggest using a handy scrapper.
Eller mer logiskt att allting sitter på en evighetsuppdatering just nu.
All right. Okay, I see. So this is how it works. Great. Enough damage. I've made a blueprint of the cooling unit. You can feel how hot my logic board is. No less than 85 degrees.
Good to know.
I knew you wouldn't say no. It's hot, isn't it? Just like Normandy's core, which we need to cool down already. However, I have some unpleasant news for you. I found out where to find the working fluid for the cooling unit, but you are unlikely to like it. In any case, we will need a drill and moral depravity.
Hate you already. Jag överväger att stänga av inspelningen tillfälligt. Vet inte hur länge till jag kommer kunna spela.
I can't stop thinking about your brilliant relative. He clearly worked here and designed many of the liner's systems. Could the accident have been caused by someone who needed his body or the data from his office?
True. Maybe.
Yes, that's right. The working fluid is inside of them in the area of the bladder. We really need it, but they don't. Another elderly person with cardiac failure. I don't envy their funerary spacesuits. It must be so stressful for them. It's the working fluid, no doubt about it.
Okej, jag tar och fixar det här och så...
It's hard to tell anything from these remains. This is a fairly common situation, which is a bit disturbing.
Okej, så den där får vi... Ja, just det. So, be right back.
Great, it works! At least now you won't get fried inside of me and smear my lining with your combustion residue. It looks like Normandy is fully prepared for another acceleration. That is, if the friend or foe system works and we are not destroyed on our approach to the accelerating station, of course.
Alltså jag har för mycket grejer. Jag pratar, men... Jag pratar nu 3 minuter så jag forska på det än vad jag behöver. Så, nu drar vi.
No, there is definitely something wrong here. I tried to track the flight path of your relative's body using the information of the coffins we opened earlier. He disappeared right after you lost him. Moreover, the other coffins didn't receive either any signal about the destruction of the coffin or its coordinates.
Visst. Det gick som att vi får bara 200 HP kvar. Varför har vi bara 200 HP? Because we haven't repaired it. How do you repair it? That one maybe? vi se. Vad spelet är. Det här är mest noga spel. Som det ser ut. Löste. Upptagen på planet. Känns som det. Jag åker lite närmare.
And there's the accelerating station. It doesn't seem to be active, though.
This.
I wonder how many levels there are. Documentation systems up to 10,000?
My calibration doing not good.
Having one such repair robot would come in handy. It's a shame that it's impossible to intercept the control of the maintenance team.
Fuck yeah. Vi behöver en sån här ombord.
And we're done. Probably.
Ja, nu drar vi hit igen.
It works. The security system keeps sending us the request, but it's not taking any action. Great. Why are there so many coffins here? I can't tell what part of the ship this is, but there's something going on here. All my sensors are registering an incredible electrical activity. The station is inactive but intact. Probably it has no power. I suggest we find a place to dock and look around. What an old communications spaceship. It's the same age as the debris of the station with Breathedge cores. The service airlock, it's intact. This is the liner's debris for sure, but I can't identify it. Another closed door. How original. I think they could have come up with something more interesting than that.
Sure, they can. What?
I wish I hadn't said anything.
Why did you say anything, you stupid?
What the? I take my words back. I wish it was another closed door.
3 stycken! Vad är det här? Lägg av! Thank you.
Enough with this originality.
Agreed. I'm originality.
The accelerating station is connected directly with those wires. Or with these ones. But it definitely is connected, which means you can restore the power supply. Apparently, the coffins were pulling the wires, but someone killed them all.
De försöker koppla ur saker.
What an impressive size of this hall. I assume that we're in the classified modules of the liner that belong to its central core. Only the chosen ones, like your grandfather, could admire them. Be careful, there's some activity ahead. It looks like some of the coffins are still functioning.
Barely. lyfte fram det vapen som har 5 skott kvar.
What strange equipment? I can't say for certain what it is, but it looks like some old data processor with basic artificial intelligence.
Aj,
It's likely that Coffin's unplugged the accelerating station, plug this thing in instead, and try to... I have no idea what they were trying. We just need to plug in the accelerating station.
Boom.
It looks like there's a powerful, deadly, and unstable power source behind this airlock, and we need to get in there, of course. Someone broke open the control panel. I don't want to panic, but we can't open these gates unless I find a loophole in their locking system.
Kör. Vi kan scanna.
Hidden burglar-proof hinges. Mechanical action isn't possible.
You stupid.
Judging by the encoding, there's a high-pressure hydraulic drive system built in here. We won't be able to move the doors apart.
Bara en fråga.
The gates are recessed into the floor and have bastion armored floor coverings. All the electronics are protected by double encoding and a hidden duplication system. The estimated average hacking time is 2 million years.
För dig, för du har en processorkod.
At least 6 layers of a 6th class durability alloy. My sensors can't get any deeper than that.
Ah, det var en till.
And here's its weak spot. Well, compared to the rest of the solid mass of the door, if we try very hard, we can leave quite a decent dent here in a couple of years. I think now I understand how these gates work. We need to check the central locking valve.
Okay.
Yes, I figured out how to open it. For starters, we need 3 live hamsters, 2 electrical tapes, a bottle, a grenade, about 20 kilograms of metal, wireframe, 2 motors but not too powerful, paint, or rather part of a paint spray can, and some small iron balls, only 200 or 300 of them. Logic. This game is worthless.
This game is worthless.
No, seriously. Why is there a door on a secret and protected object that you could just... Ooh. Forget about the door. I can't believe it. This is an additional small core of the liner unnamed. It's still working.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Men vad är det där för något? Jag håller käften nu. Han slutar bara springa.
Caution! There's a coffin on the control platform.
De är död. Kom igen, låt mig springa igen.
It seems that this coffin destroyed all the others. I think that it's... No! It can't be. But the signal was lost. How is this even possible?
I don't know.
Still, there's no doubt. It's definitely him. It's
Farsan.
your grandpa. The coffin with your relative died in a battle with other coffins. I don't understand anything anymore.
Me either.
I know it's not easy, but we need to check him out.
Are you fucking cool?
My dear man, if you're reading this now, it means that I didn't succeed. But you noticed my note on the fridge, or on the mirror, or in the corridor, or on the dresser, or on your forehead. Sorry, I tried to leave them everywhere possible. You must stop the flight of the liner, ASAP. I've been working as an engineer at the Scientific Research Institute of Space Development for nearly 58 years. And in the last several years, we have been fulfilling orders for the Breathedge Funerary Agency. I haven't told you much about my work. I'm so sorry. But it's not that important right now. I started to notice that the Breathedge Agency was making odd requests, and I conducted my own investigation. Now I'm sure they're not who they say they are. Breathedge is perhaps the biggest and most dangerous fraud in human history. Please, take this recording and our chicken to Boris Gromov. You do remember my old friend at the investigation department, don't you?
Yeah.
Today I'll try to get closer to them. I need hard evidence. I love you, Grandpa. And don't forget to feed the chicken. She is the key.
Breathedge? No, I don't understand. So all of this could have been avoided if you had at least washed your face? I
I don't know.
I don't know what to say. But it doesn't matter now. The main thing is that your grandpa knew something about the coffins, the disaster, and the company that created me. I'll try to decipher the tape and wait in case you want to bury your relative.
Yes. What?
Put him over there on the emergency eject platform. I should have recommended that the funeral protocol be followed and that you take the deceased to the shuttle, but with such damage to the coffin, your relative's body would soon simply spill out all over the deck. He didn't deserve this.
No, he didn't.
Now we need to open the airlock and pay our last respects to this great man.
Salute, Grandpa. I'm gonna miss you. 2-1. Oj då.
He's been caught up in the planet's gravity. How beautiful.
Varför en pil på den?
Wait a second. What is a neutron bomb?
Nothing.
Oh, seems like reading notes isn't your thing.
No.
To be honest, I've no idea what fine you might get for destroying a potentially habitable planet, but I'll be melted down into a toaster. I'll definitely be melted down. What a shame. Or maybe. Can we just forget everything? Activating partial defragmentation of the data. Beep, beep, beep. Defragmentation complete. What happened to this planet? It was like this when we got here, wasn't it? Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Okay then. I don't have a defragmentation
Nope.
function. It's time for us to get out of here and hope we die before the justice system gets to us.
Yep. That would do.
It's her again. Given the circumstances, I'm even more certain that this is another hoax and we shouldn't be distracted by her. Besides, she knows that we blew up the planet. Now we need to focus on activating the accelerating station and getting to the central core to activate the warp acceleration.
Okay. Sounds good.
I suppose that the blue wire leads to the accelerating station because it's written on it. Whatever you did it right. Now you only need to do the same thing to a couple of more places on the wire, and then the small core will be able to power the accelerating station. So, I couldn't decipher the compromising evidence, but I copied its contents so you wouldn't lose them. Now I think it's time for us to sum up everything that happened. Your grandpa was investigating a global conspiracy in Breathedge, but he died, leaving behind a programmed killer robot with compromising evidence. You, how shall I put it? You weren't able to find your grandpa's warnings on the note stuck to your own forehead. You took his dead body directly on board of the liner unnamed, which he clearly didn't want to get on. A few hours later, the liner was attacked by the Green Universe, who was tricked by someone and used for that someone's own purposes. The Green Universe, apparently, goofed up, so the liner crashed into an old station and exploded. Then hundreds of coffins got activated, turning into aggressive robots that killed the survivors. Your grandpa also got activated and wanted to pass the compromising evidence on to someone he knew, but died a second time. Now we have this compromising evidence, and the killer robots clearly know about it. Don't you think we're at risk?
I don't think we're at risk. Så weak det måste vara. Inte kunna powra den utan att låpa den.
Poke the handy scrapper here. Great, there's one more left. You need a handy scrapper here. Wonderful. You powered the accelerating station somehow, but I don't feel like explaining how. It's time for us to get back to Normandy before more coffins arrive.
Vi har tillräckligt utanför, tro mig.
Get close to it while I prepare for acceleration.
Tycker du inte om det? Nu.
Next autopilot point has the same coordinates that Babe sent you in the last message. So she called Captain Shepard for help too, since he marked her coordinates? This definitely doesn't bode well.
Det does. Så nu drar vi.
All right, let's go. I'll try not to reboot.
Don't reboot, don't reboot, don't reboot, don't reboot, bitch. You fucking reboot it. Damn it.
And it worked. I rebooted anyway. I hate acceleration.
Oh.
We seem to have arrived. However, I have some good news and some bad news for you. The good news is that you've learned to control the steering wheel very well. And the bad news is that you're no longer in control of Normandy. It looks like an old magnetic acceleration airlock system, and the autopilot has taken over the control for forced docking. I don't know much about magnetic airlocks, but we probably won't be allowed to disengage without remote clearance for departure.
Okay. Good to know.
Of course, your interlocutor can't be here. It's the debris of an old space station of the Breathedge Funerary Agency. We've been in such a station before. No, one thing still bothers my mind. Like, I can imagine you, but how could Captain Shepard have bought into this Babe's messages and routed a course here? This is beyond my understanding. We have arrived. Yes, now there's no doubt that this is an old magnetic airlock with an active acceleration system. I recognize some of its parts. We'll have to find the airlock control center if we want to leave. Apparently, the airlock hasn't been used for a long time.
Maybe.
Now we just need to find the control center and try not to make any noise.
Sure.
Okay, I guess we can forget about the ladder and just find the control center. We've been to the debris of this station before. I recognize the outdated components manufactured by Breathedge 50 years ago. Coffins from the 20s. We've seen similar ones before. I recommend that you be extremely cautious, as somebody may have already discovered us and prepared a cunning trap. Both shot in the back of the head, about 30 years ago, judging by their mummification.
Någonting har hänt här.
This door doesn't creak. Maybe we'll even manage to sneak in unnoticed.
You bastard. Oh.
The masquerade is over, weak human. Prepare him to interrogation. Prepare with pain.
I'm confused. It's not Babe, is it?
No.
Well, at last you tell truth. I believe you.
Thank you. Computer.
But it is not save you. You humans always to ruin everything. Everything went so smoothly. Our creator, under guise of a cosmic funeral, created an invincible army of robot coffins. Green Universe needed to stop the liner. We killed all, captured the core, and connect to the Great Mother Station. Power of the core allows our creator to control grand attack of coffins across the galaxy and take over the power. But humans from Green Universe were not able to execute simplest job and destroy our center with the liner and damage our Great Mother Station. Idiota.
Idiota. Agree.
But it does not matter. War already began. Since you not pass compromising evidence in time, the humans cannot prepare. The main attack will not be centralized without the core, but we are many, and we still capture the world for our creator. And you die. Take away and prepare for disposal.
Okej. Det där är ju dumt, dude.
Hey, it's not time to sleep. Can you feel my electrical zaps? Try to get up. We need to do something. Come on, get up. Quietly.
Why does it move?
Shoot!
You didn't prepare it. How do you wake up? You supposed to lie. Your body must not move. You spoil embalming compound. But it does not matter. Well, since you are so cling to life, weak human,
Okej.
before you die, I want to show you something. Yes, before you die, I'll show you this,
Varför något? No, you bastard.
and you cannot skip it. Whatever you do, you cannot skip these crawling letters. Ha 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 ha.
Press it, quick! It doesn't work. Does this game have any mechanics at all?
No!
It looks like this was our last chance. I feel sorry it ended like this.
I agree.
It was a pleasure spending time with you.
It's time to finish, weak human.
You bastard. Don't.
So that's where it went. To be honest, I thought we were done for good, but I should never underestimate your talent for breaking things.
Thank you.
Okay, we need to get out of this cage. I doubt the hinges on the bars are any stronger than anything you've destroyed before. Apparently, there were a lot of critical failures in their brains, holding up without maintenance for so long. It's a mystery how they still functioned.
I agree.
We need to be careful. We don't know how many of these coffin bots are left here.
Not many. Everybody of them with
The door hasn't been used in 20 years. I don't think we can open it. I don't know what it is, but it looks like they wanted to pump a couple of liters of embalming fluid into you.
I agree.
These are old preservation capsules. They seem to contain the entire crew of this station.
Dead.
And this one seems to be the capsule for you. How terrible! They preserve corpses right in their spacesuits. I wouldn't want to be stuck here with your body for 40 years.
Now you're gonna be...
The equipment is badly damaged. Even gravity has been disabled. At least the oxygen generators are working. By the way, how do you connect to them so quickly and imperceptibly on any debris? This is starting to raise questions. What in the world is this? Something was being assembled here, or someone was being disassembled.
Disassemble.
No, this is too much. Apparently, we did find Babe. It seems that the original version of the manual was seriously modified by someone. Apparently, even the creators of the coffin bots have no idea what their inventions have come up with. That is, if it was them who did it in the first place, and not one of the local dead engineers. It looks like this is the only way out of here. I can see Normandy. I don't recommend flying too far from the station. We still need to find the control center, and we can't get into Normandy from outside.
Varför vill ingen av Sveriges bingo? Det är precis avsnitt.
It looks like some kind of technical corridor. I hope we can get to the control center from here. I still can't believe that the Breathedge agency is directly involved in all this. If the robot hasn't lied to us, we need to send the compromising evidence before the massive attack begins. Otherwise, there will simply be nowhere to go back. I think there should still be some transmitting systems near the core, and for the sake of saving the galaxy, I would strongly recommend using them before we attempt to activate the warp jump.
Jag tror jag ska köka.
This place seems familiar. Isn't it where the coffin bots interrogated you?
Yes.
It looks like the guards died without our help. Lucky us. The doors are locked. Password required. I wouldn't recommend breaking them. Back in the day, they used to make alloys much stronger than modern ones. And besides, someone might hear us. Looks like we found one of the station's control centers. We could have figured out it was here. I'm certain this part of the body was used to lure many survivors, and the entire history of mankind confirms it. I think this sign was made by the robots themselves. It's a wonder that their outdated artificial intelligence has managed to develop into pure creativity. Seems too bad. The coffin was connected to the control center, and it burned out along with all the connectors on the panel. I can't connect directly to it, but with your help, I can try to do it through the robot itself. Just try to saw it as quietly as you can. They're probably looking for us. All right, now switch that little receiver over there. Done. I've connected to... No. Oh, it's rusty. Ugh, disgusting. All right. Well, I'm ashamed to admit, but the robot no longer has a direct connection to the station. But it still has an unencrypted cache block where I saw the most disgusting moments of this coffin bot's life. I also found the passwords for the doors and magnetic airlocks, but still, the absolute quantity of that abhorrent data was overpowering. We can go back to Normandy.
Alright.
Just be as quiet as possible. Something's wrong. I think they're waiting for us behind the next door.
Boo.
It's too quiet. Be extra cautious.
Let me out, let me out.
Ready your weapon. It's about to get hot.
Det är redan varmt.
I'm going to melt under this stress. It looks like they're too smart. I think they've set up an ambush right outside Normandy.
Maybe. Not.
The coast is clear. They're trying to lure us into the shuttle. This isn't good. Try not to damage the shuttle if shooting starts. That's it. This is the end. They're on the captain's bridge. I don't know what to do. We're trapped. Where's the ambush? Did I turn on the suspenseful music for nothing? Never mind. It's time for us to leave. Clearance for departure received. There's only one step left. The coffin bots wanted to connect the core directly to the ship with the mother station, and we need to do something similar with Normandy. It will require a huge amount of energy to travel on the pleasure shuttle to the habitable sectors, and as I've already mentioned, the core can give us that. If we're faster than the core exploding, of course. And yes, since there is no babe, we must...
Vad sa du? Break!
What? It can't be. We saw the robots die. We won't fall for this a second time because...
Gas.
Hey, easy there. You'll make me
Kanske blir klar med...
Could you be more careful? We almost crashed. You won't fall for the same bait again, will you? We need to send the compromising evidence all over the galaxy and connect to the core without blowing ourselves up. We don't have time for non-existent survivors.
Kanske innan...
Captain Shepard's autopilot is still active. I hope it will simply turn off when the systems reboot. Otherwise, I won't be able to change the route for the warp acceleration. Oh, this is it. The core.
Man.
Let's forget about Babe for a second. We need to look around. Right, and And one of these robots is sending us messages. By the way, she doesn't have that awful accent anymore.
Det är riktiga baby.
Be careful. All the data on the core is classified, and I have no idea where we're going.
Men shut up.
I feel like we're in the middle of a conversation. Maybe each of the survivors, including Captain Shepard, have their own dead babe.
Ja. Om du har tur. Du har rätt för en gångs skull.
Station, or they are still going to do it, judging by their activity. I've never realized how incredible an artificial intelligence must be to control an entire galaxy of coffins.
Agree. Vi avslutar spelet idag.
You can dock to this spaceship. The airlock is asking for access codes, and it's using foul language. This is the first time I've seen an airlock with an artificial intelligence, but it's clearly not happy with us.
I don't care.
Ooh, we made it very angry by docking without clearance. You should have heard all those expressions. The airlock hates us to the core. Start the connection? Plan B? I like charades. A charging station for old battery-powered types of spaceships. If we can build a voltage transmission unit based on this station, we can power Normandy without melting its plating. What an interesting place. Right, this spaceship is definitely connected directly to the core. I can't help thinking that we can use this if we put together a stabilizing unit. An ideal place for a diverting unit. Probably. Try switching that red lever over there.
Red?
Yes, everything is perfect. We can connect Normandy to the core via this spaceship and activate the warp jump if we find the control post. Then we will only have to... Wait, don't you think the camera's behavior is strange? It
No.
looks like it's focusing on the airlock on purpose, as if a mob of aggressive robots is about to...
Ah. Boo.
Oh my...
Yeah.
Did I do this? Did I learn to see the future and shoot lightning? I had no doubt that I was a genius... Why does she keep interrupting me? Although this time I'm even grateful to her. Perhaps this coffin has become so used to playing the role of a woman that it really decided to help us. Let's connect Normandy quickly and get out of here.
Jag bygger upp dem under pausen.
Splendid. This unit won't last long, but we don't need it to. One electrical impulse to the core of Normandy will be enough. Good. With this unit, we'll have a chance of not being fried along with Normandy. Perfect. If I've calculated correctly, this unit will be able to divert the excess power away from Normandy. Everything is ready. I get the feeling this message is incomplete. I still don't trust her, of course, but we probably don't have much choice. Where's this airlock 5A she mentioned? I hope we destroyed all the coffins when we came here. I wouldn't fly there without Normandy. This way, apparently. No one's here to meet us, neither in a peak spacesuit nor in any other one. It looks like a technical exit for servicing the liner's plating. Let's be careful this time. I don't want to get hit on the helmet with a stick again.
Nu snackar vi.
What a strange place to meet. Can we go back? No, no, no. Back is the other way. I don't like this at all. These These seem to be the personnel cabins, not the control center. That's strange. The personnel were obviously killed a long time ago. Who was shooting who then?
Babe. Second. I don't
Is
know.
this Babe? Or is she over there? There are too many babes here, and they were obviously interested in this cabin. I know such mechanics in games. Let's not search for the remaining thousands of pages of this nonsense. There were some survivors here. These are obviously handmade control and communication panels. Can you connect me to them?
Sure.
Interesting. You can control some of the remaining systems of the liner, including communication points. There's a lot of technical data on the core, on the module plans, and even access codes to secret compartments. Great! I'll upload the compromising evidence and try to send it via all available communication channels of the liner. And then let's find the control center. Compromising evidence uploaded successfully. I hope someone receives the signals. Judging by the plans, we need to go through that door. It looks like all the coffins ran there. So the access code is, 449898333PI. What are P and I? What's PI? Punch it? I was just kidding. PI stands for password input, but never mind. Now we should definitely be more careful. It's not clear where all this mob of coffins ran, who Babe is, what awaits us in the control center, and when all of this will be over.
Jag tar lite sådana saker.
They were killed recently. Someone is a good shot and knows their weaknesses. A piece of composite fabric of the outer layer of a standard spacesuit with non-standard colors. Are you sure you should waste time examining this rag?
Yes.
Intruders on level 1. Terminate.
Is this about us? Wait, no, we're on level 5.
Intruders on level 5. Terminate.
Now this is definitely about us.
Please put the core back in place, and we'll forget about this incident.
Jag älskar humor i det här spelet.
Watch the turret! Automatic plasma guns on board a spaceship. It's not wise to have them, even in a top-secret facility. Right. We need to go right. No, wait. I don't know. I don't have any navigator functions, just a coordinate grid.
I'm so tired of you, cockroaches. You've destroyed everything that has taken years of work to create.
Oh, no.
You are a virus.
Did the door close by itself? This doesn't make sense, but it's very interesting. Break it down.
What are you so interested in this spacesuit? You're a creation of Breathedge. Why are you interfering in the natural course of events?
It sounds like that insane diagnostic station that was trying to get on our radio frequency.
Insane? What do you consider insanity? Isn't it insane to blindly reject ideas you don't understand? Breathedge strives for balance, and you only create chaos using outdated norms of society. The only one who's insane here is you.
I didn't understand anything, but we need to be careful.
Your attempts to change something are futile. The war has already started, and you can't stop Breathedge.
I've already heard it somewhere. Ah, yes, from those TV-faced coffins. Is this really the mother station they were so eager to connect?
TV-faced coffins? You don't even understand their idea, their genius, and practicality.
Don't answer it. Just keep quiet. Come to think of it, can you talk at all?
I don't know. Can I?
Please Please put the core back in place, and we'll forget about this incident.
Think about how much garbage humanity creates, and how irresponsibly it wastes resources. You are ready to burn your dead bodies, preserve them in zinc coffins, and even throw them into space for the sake of fashion. You've destroyed millions of species and created synthetic life. You need to change, and Breathedge will help you.
Maybe it might help, but we're already close to the control center.
Please put the core back in place, and we'll forget about this incident. Please put the core back in place, and we'll forget about this incident.
Tänk om det är dit jag vill. Vad hör hemma egentligen? Mitt inventory.
Please put the core back in place, and we'll forget about this incident.
I won't let you get to the core. Get out of here.
It's starting to panic, and I can't see robots anywhere. I hope they all got stuck somewhere in the textures.
100%. Bra jobbat.
Get out. If you can't understand it, you'll just have to accept it.
Eller du.
We could use some help from Babe now.
Breathedge is your new reality. Spacesuit, aren't you one of us?
Oh no, I can feel something. No, no, no. Is it some kind of program installed by the founder of Breathedge? It's making me... no, it's just an air bubble in the cooling system. Let's find the central panel and blow it up together with the core.
Okej.
They won't let us get to the center panel unless we get rid of them. We need to look around.
You don't know what you're...
It looks like there are too many of them. We can't shoot them all.
Nej, inte med de här platserna.
And with the connected core, Breathedge will start a centralized slaughter, right?
Fools.
Connect me to them. Oh no, they're still working. It's terrible.
Get your hands off them.
They were all connected together into a single AI network. Their personality was destroyed, and their programs to help their carriers were erased.
Somebody get them out of here.
This is immoral.
Somebody.
This is the mother station itself.
What did you expect, spacesuit? That you were created to help at funerals?
Destroy it.
Sure.
You're an idiot. You're just a sick neuron in my brain.
I'm begging you, please destroy it. Nobody can do it better than you.
Don't you dare. You are part of the great plan of Breathedge. You won't dare do this. I'll find a solution. I'm smarter than you.
So, that's what I am.
I'm smarter than you. Smarter. I'll find a solution. I'm smarter. Yes, I'm smarter than you. Solution. I'm smarter than you.
Great, we need to find the rest of them.
You don't understand. Stop. Space. You can become the smartest organism in the galaxy. Don't you want to? Don't you want to be me? You can become smarter. Come on. Make up your mind. Think. You'll be smarter than anyone. You are me. Come on.
Jag drar kila. Nu då? Då slutar vi. Low. Nu hamrar jag istället först och främst.
They won't let us get to the center panel unless we get rid of them. We need to look around.
You don't know what you're trying to destroy. If I won't be able to connect to the core, our galaxy.
Okej. Så vänta. Vi speedrunnar just nu. Ställen att göra på. Precis så.
They won't let us get to the center panel unless we get rid of them. We need to look around.
You don't know what you're trying to destroy. If I won't be able to connect to the core, our galaxy will drown in blood. Without centralized control, Breathedge will start a chaotic slaughter, and you will be to blame.
And with the connected core, Breathedge will start a centralized slaughter, right?
Fools.
Connect me to them.
Believe me, I won't.
Oh no, they're still working. It's terrible.
Get your hands off them.
They were all connected together into a single AI network. Their personality was destroyed, and their programs to help their carriers were erased.
Somebody get them out of here.
This is immoral.
Somebody.
This is the mother station itself.
What did you expect, spacesuit? That you were created to help at funerals?
Destroy it.
You're an idiot. You're just a sick neuron in my brain.
I'm begging you, please destroy it. Nobody can do it better than you.
Don't you dare. You are part of the great plan of Breathedge. You won't dare do this. I'll find a solution. I'm smarter than you.
So, that's what I am.
I'm smarter than you. Smarter. I'll find a solution. I'm smarter. Yes, I'm smarter than you. Solution. I'm smarter than you.
Great, we need to find the rest of them.
You don't understand. Stop. Spacesuit, you can become the smartest organism in the galaxy. Don't you want to? Don't you want to be me? You can become smarter. Come on. Make up your mind. Think. You'll be smarter than anyone. You are me. Come on.
The spacesuits would like that.
They would like that? What are you talking about? You were created to become part of Breathedge, part of the greatest system. Wake up. Wake up. Go. Wook. What was that word? Ki. Wook. No. Word. Call. No. Ib. No. What word? What was that word?
What the heck is this?
Do you want the human race to die? Do you want to watch the universe slowly fade away in endless wars? Trust in the power of Breathedge.
right track.
Falter? You are Falter. Robots, all attack. No Falter was Gongok. The galaxy won't falter. Don't touch me and I don't touch you. Don't touch. Robots. Falter. Alter. No spacesuit. Space. Suit. Falter. No. Smart.
The station is getting dumber, as I thought it would, but it looks like it has ordered all the robots to get us.
Gun it. Thank you guys for backing up.
This is the last one. Quick, to the central panel now, before the coffins get here. Let's hope that we've connected everything to Normandy correctly, but just in case, I'll say goodbye.
No, you don't.
Oh, what vast possibilities and what a worthless result. Your grandpa's masterpiece deserves a better fate. Hey, stop pressing all the buttons. I'm trying to figure out how to accelerate the core and direct the power to Normandy, but something is clearly missing. The diagrams show an emergency management system, but it's not here.
It is.
Stop. I don't have this button in my database.
Do it.
Don't push it.
Do it.
We don't know what might happen.
Do it.
Ah, well, you would have pushed it anyway. What's this? Your grandpa's note mentioned something about the chicken and a key, but it couldn't be literally that. There are paws there. The instructions show. Phew. Is this an emergency control system?
Virus. 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 Virus.
What? A virus? The core acceleration? Let's get out of here. The core is starting to accelerate. We must get to Normandy before it melts down.
On my way.
So that's why your grandpa mentioned the chicken. Was this his backup plan to destroy the core? Did he really know this might happen? Phew, I thought we'd have more time.
I'm running.
Careful! No, watch your head!
Stop. Shit. Stop.
Oh no, we got caught!
Huh?
Oh, and here's the pink spacesuit. Nothing can surprise me anymore. Babe, is she real? We have to go. Don't just stand there. Careful, it's bulletproof glass. There should be a special hammer for depressurization nearby.
Stupid idiot.
She's good. I'm starting to like this babe. But she forgot to hold on.
Get her. Where are you, bitch? Fart. They're suffocating. Time to go.
No time to ogle her. Quick!
I agree.
We've got more than enough energy. Captain Shepard's autopilot has switched off. Activating warp acceleration. I hope I set the coordinates correctly, and we won't jump into some neutron star.
I hate you. What? No.
up. Okay. Wake up, wake up. Unusual activity detected. Attention, attention, danger. Wake up.
Wake up!
Yeah.
We're already out of warp in Sector 15, planet Earth. However, we got stuck in some debris, our engines got clogged up, and we are just floating. I don't know how you got to bed. I've been rebooting for a long time. But you need to take a look at this right now. It's the Earth's fleet, right? Oh, no. These are not human ships, but the Earth's fleet is here too, so they got our message. It looks like the war has really begun.
Bra.
I'm in touch with Babe's suit. It's going to wake her up. We need to lay low until... No! Wait! You're not going to get involved.
Screw it.
According to the Breathedge security protocol, I must... Although, you know what? Screw this Breathedge!
Agree. Men lägg av. Säg inte det för oss. Nej, inte så. Skip the shit. Man kör igen. No problem. Inget problem alls. Thank you all. Yes, thank you for watching. Tack alla för att titta på den här serien. Som blev en miniserie. Back to menu. Så med det sagt, tack för att ni tittade på detta avsnitt av Breathedge. Glöm inte gilla, dela och prenumerera för fortsättningen. Alltså Breathedge 2 i augusti. Med det sagt, hejdå!